Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com. Let's get ready for your week ahead, the May 14th through the 18th. Also, I'll have a stocks to watch list for Monday, May 14th included in this video. So let's go ahead and look at some news that came out on Friday. A CRL letter for PRGO. So that stock was moving down. This is all courtesy of the Trade Exchange news service built for traders by traders. PRGO moving down in the after hours on Friday. We had some news from SNCR gets a Nasdaq notification that shares will be suspended Monday for trading. SNCR, REGI replacing SNCR. So SNCR was down pretty much all day on Friday, and then REGI moving up in the after hours as it's going to replace SNCR. A lot of mixed shelf came out on Friday. Ears 2.2 million, RKDA 50 million, S3, TOCA 100 million, S3 came out, CHFS 30 million, shelf S3 filed, ABEO also a 500 million shelf S3 filed. Kroger's got a write-up in Barron's over the weekend, so they're out positive on KR from Barron's this weekend. Also, we had some insider purchases. The one that stands out that moved the stock up on Friday after the bell was the one in Teva. Director purchased 750,000 shares at $19.24. So TEVA was up in the after hours on Friday. CUTR had a couple here. CUTR, UAL also had a purchase of 50K, and QUAD director purchased over 5,000 shares there on QUAD. As far as some news that came out this weekend, we had Xerox is said to terminate the Fujifilm deal and settle with Carl Icahn there, and that's from Bloomberg. All right, so that's some news that came out after the bell on Friday, and that's courtesy of the Trade Exchange. Let's go ahead and look at some of the best stocks for the week that passed. We had TD, the Trade Desk Incorporated. They came out with earnings after the bell on Thursday, and as you can see, huge pop. This stock for the week up 53% for the week on TTD. BLNK, a nice winner this week, up over 288%. HEAR, Super Friday, up 150% for the week on HEAR. AAXN also moving up 29% for the week. OMER had a nice week. That stock up 24%. USAT, big pop up 30% for the week. DDD had a very good week, up 21%. They're going to partnership with a shipbuilder for 3D printing of parts for ships, and that's what was moving 3D systems up 21% for the week. ZAG had earnings last week. That stock moved up 27% for the week. Recent IPO, IQ. This one is supposed to be the Netflix of China, up 27% for the week on IQ. ARMO had a big move up 78% for the week. CDLX, this stock jumped 40% this week. CVM having a very good week, up 35% for the week. ARCB, a big move here, up 40% for the week on ARCB. ARMO, on ARMO, this was a buyout by Lilly. $50 price target on ARMO. That one up 78% for the week on ARMO. MOSY up 21% for the week. AKCA, this stock got FDA approval on one of its drugs, so AKCA up 7%. TRIP having a very nice week, up 27%. This one could just be getting started on the weekly chart you see here. So TRIP had a very nice week. PBR, a big pop in the energy space there, up 18%. NE also having a good move this week, up 12%. RIG The energy space was making some really nice moves. Rig up 8% for the week. Oxy also up 9% for the week. A silver name, PAAS. This stock jumped 9% for the week. Beautiful weekly shaping up here on Pan American Silver. So that stock up 9% for the week. Let's take a look at some of the worst stocks for the week that passed. XON. This stock down 16%. Revlon, they had earnings, stock down 14% for the week. IMTE took a little bit of a hit this week, down 42%. Geo, after their earnings, stock dropped 34% for the week. GNPX also falling this week, down 23%. SBOT stock down 55% for the week, and this was after they did a 1-for-7 reverse split on SBOT. Hertz had earnings this week, didn't help the stock though. Stock down 17% for the week. BECN also had earnings, down 13%. LGIH, one of those in the home building space, down 15% for the week. CYTR, they did an offering. This stock down 29% for the week. LPCN took a hit this week, down 29%, as the FDA issued a CRL, which means a complete response letter for one of their new drugs, Talandino. So that happened with LPCN, and that stock once again dropped 29%. PBYI, delay of release date of one of their breast cancer treatments. So this stock dropped 17% for the week. Walmart, Wall Street not liking that deal with a company in India. I think it was a $16 billion deal. So Walmart was down 5% for the week. SYMC, after their earnings, and also they're being audited. On SYMC, stock was down 30% for the week. Macy's had a soft week, down 5%. Kohl's, KSS, down 5% for the week. A couple of those stocks related to Bitcoin. We had Mara down 17% for the week, and RIOT also down 2% for the week. So that's some of your worst stocks for the week. So we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the markets. The SPY right now, very nice comeback here by the bulls, once again off the 200 SMA, and they followed that week up with a very strong week. This week the SPY closed up almost 3%. The Qs closed up almost 3%. The IWM almost up 3%. SMH almost a 4% for the week. The IBB up 4% for the week. USO gained about 1%. XLF up almost 4% for the week. XLE was up almost 4% for the week. So we'll take a look at the SPY. A lot of folks now are thinking that maybe the SPY is a little stretched, all right, because we had so many days up in a row. That maybe we're going to pull back to about this 270 area, maybe a little bit below it. It's kind of like where the 100 SMA is, and also the 5 EMA. Here it is on the chart. I took those lines off for you, but around that 270 spot, you see this converging between the 100 SMA and the 5 EMA, the yellow dotted line here. So 270, if we get a retest of that and we hold, I think that would be good for the bulls. If we break it back down, we could come back down and test the 50 SMA. So we'll have to see how that plays out in the week ahead. And we'll look at some other markets. We'll take a look at the Qs. Qs holding up very strong, right? Riding the 5 EMA right now on the Qs. The IBB, after Donald Trump came out on Friday's announcement around 2 o'clock on Friday. Biopharma stocks fly as the Trump speech seen as more bark than bite. So that sent the IBB up. Also, this came out from the Trump administration. We are taking on a tangled web of special interests to lower drug prices. But the drug IBB moved up on Friday. 5.1 million shares came in, and nice move up. The XBI, which is about the mid cap biotech names, back over the 50 SMA with a beautiful candle on Friday, and big volume came into the XBI. So that puts a lot of biotechs maybe on our watch in the coming week. As far as some negatives for the market that we're going to have to watch. Bullish investors have to have a lock on the oil market, putting $100 a barrel price in play, market veteran says. So that's going to raise the price of gas for summer driving. So we'll see if that's going to create more, stay-at-home vacations, if that's going to hurt the budgets there and travel for the coming summer months and maybe slow the economy down. So we'll see how this rise in fuel oil is going to affect, everyday mom and pop as far as their purse strings go. As you can see here, the USO was up at as high as 1450. The light sweet crude WTI closing above that $70 a barrel, got as high as 71.89 on light sweet crude. Oil is holding the 5 EMA and staying above $70 right now per barrel on oil. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other markets. We'll look at gold. GLD still struggling to get back over the 50 SMA here on the GLD. SLV also struggling to get back over the 200 SMA on that. And we'll take a look at TAN had a very good week. TAN, the solars, since oil was moving up, TAN had a very nice week. We'll look at it on the weekly chart here. Yeah, it was up almost 7% for the week. TAN, First Solar, was up. SEDG, an Israeli company, had a big strong move. SPWR also moving up. This might be a sleeper one to watch. Keep your eye on this SPWR. It did pull back a little bit on Friday, but staying above the 10 SMA. But overall, the solar stocks were having a very good week. First Solar and SEDG leading the way. The banks moved up as the XLF got some buying. We kind of held this 200 SMA. We pushed up to the 100 SMA. A little bit of a reversal there, but like I said, for the week, it was up 4% in the bank index. XLE, which is an oil ETF, energy sector ETF, up 4%, coming back up to near that $78 level. So you see here, we were holding this $66 level. We got back over the 50 SMA. Now we're coming up to that resistance area of around 78.25 or so on the XLE. IWM had a very nice week, up over almost 3% for the week. Now it gets a little bit tougher as we're coming up to that 160.50 area on the IWM. The IWC also now trying to clear this 101 area. We had a recent high on the IWC at 101.99, so we'll call it 102. So we're going to have to see, are we going to be rejected by that 102 again area on the IWC. SMH, after NVIDIA came out with their earnings, SMH still holding above the 50 SMA here on the SMH. We held that 95 area, moving up back over the 50, back over the 200. We don't have resistance really until, let's see, we have this area right here from the April 17th. It's 106.14. So let's see if the bulls are going to push us up to that 106 area on the SMH. So for this week ahead, not too much coming out as far as macroeconomic information, but we do have some sprinkling of Fed speak Monday at 9:40 a.m. We have James Bullard speaking right out of the gate at 9:40 a.m. Eastern Time, and then on Tuesday we have 1:10 Fed speak John Williams. Wednesday the 16th we have Fed speak at 8:30. 6:30 we have James Bullard again at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the 16th. On the 17th, we have Neil Kashkari speaking at 10:45 a.m. And then Friday, no Fed speak. You see that there's some European numbers coming out, German PPI, and then we have the 1 o'clock Baker Hughes for Friday. For Tuesday, pretty straightforward as far as the economic. We do get some housing market index information coming out. 10:30, we have oil numbers coming out on Wednesday. We also have the nat gas numbers coming out 10:30 on Thursday. So pretty quiet actually as far as the economic information. As far as earnings season goes, it's pretty much wrapping up. I would say, this week it's really going to slow after this week. We have MZOR, Mazor Robotics will be coming out with earnings before the open on Monday. Nine, an oil company, NINE, recent IPO also. They'll be coming out with earnings before the bell on Monday. After the bell, we have Agilent Technology, symbol A there. And then before the bell on Tuesday, we have Home Depot is the big name there for Tuesday pre-market. After the close, nothing really market moving. Home Depot will be closely watched on Tuesday. Then Wednesday before the open, we have Macy's, letter M, Canadian Solar, CSIQ. And then after the close on Wednesday, Cisco, CSCO, will be reporting earnings after the bell on Wednesday. And anybody else big? Not really. And then Thursday before the open, we have Walmart, JCPenney will be reporting earnings before the bell on Thursday. Then after the close on Thursday, we have Applied Materials and Nordstrom. So that's some of your bigger names for Thursday before and after the bell. And then Friday before the bell, we have John Deere, symbol there, DE. John Deere, and we have Campbell Soup and AstraZeneca Friday before the bell. So that's some of your earnings and economic information coming out for the week ahead. So some stocks I'll have on watch for Monday, the 14th of May. BLNK will be on watch. A nice move on Friday. 14.5 million shares came into the name on Friday. Actually, kind of flagging here, holding above the 5 EMA, holding above the fast moving averages. So BLNK will be on watch for Monday. BOXL, also some expanding volume here, light share pullback on this pullback, and then the buyers stepped in right around that 20 SMA on BOXL. Now this one can be a little bit spready, so just keep an eye on that one, but it could make some nice moves. BOXL, CVNA, Carvana, they had a nice move up on Friday, a little bit light in the volume, but we'll keep an eye on it. Looks like it wants to get up over this 28 area, so CVNA will be on watch. DGX, watching this one over $102.75. Watching DGX over 102.75. Possible swing trade on that name. CVNA, also a possible swing trade if I didn't mention that. EXAS, one to watch for possible swing trade if it can clear this 52.55 spot for EXAS. GBT, maybe for an intraday move above that $50 spot on GBT, a biotech name. Actually, GoPro has been holding above the 50 SMA. There's been some chatter around this name. The highs having a hard time getting over this $6 area on GoPro, so we'll have it on watch for maybe an intraday move. HEAR, super huge winner on Friday, up over 17 million shares on HEAR. That'll be on watch. Friday, an IPO came out, HUYA. Big movement in this name, so we'll see if this wants to make any kind of move move on Monday. MCD, McDonald's. If it can get back over the highs here of 166 or so, maybe this one might be one to watch for a possible swing trade. Microsoft, believe it or not, over $98 could be a possible breakout swing trade. RNN flagging here below this 230 spot on RNN. Kind of an inside day here. We'll see if this one wants to make a move during an intraday setup. SDRL. If you trade these under 50-cent names, this one is holding up very well. Needs to get up over that 35-cent spot on SDRL, SGYP. Expanding volume on Friday, nice push up just under this $2 level. The 100 SMA is at $2, so maybe if this can clear that $2 area for SGYP, we might get a continuation move. SHLD, also some big volume has been coming in. We're back over the 50 SMA. We had a high on Friday of $3.58. We'll be watching that area for a possible intraday setup. TAT, an oil company, turning the corner, trying to get back over that 175 area. Volume definitely a little light, but possibly a swing trade in this name, TAT. Teva, like I said, had the insider purchase information come out on Friday. A little bit of a move up there in after hours, so this one will be on watch. Tesla, reading that a lot of executives are leaving Tesla, and so this one will keep on watch for a possible short entry on Tesla intraday. VVPR, a small little unknown solar name, light in the volume, but has been making these moves. If it ever gets above $3, you might get a nice continuation move. You see back here, got up to $6.69. Volume, like I said, a little bit light. So we'll see if the solars continue to move up. Maybe this VVPR might want to make a move. ZAG, which recently had earnings, basing under that $15 area, basing under the 200 SMA. So we'll see if it can get up over that, say, 1510 area for ZAG, ZAGG, for a possible continuation move. ZIXI, expanding volume on Friday. Stock got as high Friday as $5.36. So keep your eye on this ZIXI. All right, everybody, this is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for the support of the channel. Hope this video gets you ready for the week ahead and gives you some trading ideas. Thanks so much once again for supporting the channel. Hit that thumbs up for support. Thanks so much.